gentlemen, my first guest tonight is an actor and comedian who's one of the most popular stand-ups in the world. He now stars in the new film American Dreamer. Please welcome back to The Late Show, Mr. Jim Gaffigan.
Thank you. I didn't do the hug. I'm not a hugger.
We almost hugged. Didn't
Because,
quite.
you know, I don't know if I can hop there.
No. I'm in show business.
You know?
How are you?
I'm good.
End of the summer. Have you
Yes.
had any, did you have summer fun? Did you put the whole tribe in the rotating family truckster?
I did some shows in Europe, and I brought the whole family. Because I didn't want to make money. And,
So the wife and the 5 kids?
5 kids.
All to Europe?
All to Europe, and it was amazing. You know, I did some shows in Spain, where I grew up, and so I didn't grow up there. People were like, he doesn't love Spanish.
They don't know. They don't know, Jim Gaffigan.
They don't know. But Spain...
Wait. So yes. You're not doing your stuff in Spanish?
No.
Who's your audience?
People that understand English.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
But Spain was amazing. Of course, it's they call it España. I think it's strange that we call their country a different name.
Right.
It seems kind of rude.
Well,
right?
we call Germany
Deutschland.
Germany. They call it Deutschland.
Yeah,
sure.
It's like, you'd think it would be like, I come from España, and we're like, oh, Spain, huh? Like, you wouldn't do that to another human. Like, my name's Bob. Nice to meet you, Sam. It's actually Bob. I like Sam more. But I love Spain. When I was there, there was the running with the bulls in Pamplona.
Oh, did you run?
No, not at all.
Why not? You have legs?
Because I have a somewhat of a brain. First of all, the running with the bulls, you know, nobody's running with the bulls. You know, these bulls aren't jogging partners. You know, it's not how you train for a marathon.
Yes.
People are voluntarily running away from bulls because they're insane.
It's running from the bulls.
Yes, and there's always a couple of Americans that run with the bulls, and they interview them the next day in the hospital. And, you know, the guy's always like, yeah, well, I was over here in Spain on vacation, and I heard about this running with the bulls, and I haven't worked out in 30 years. But I know I'm faster than a cow. Anyway, I did it, and I got gored. But in Spain, they're doing stuff with, they run with the bulls. They also fight the bulls.
Yes.
There's bullfighting,
yes.
Which if you've watched it, it looks more like bull avoiding. Right? They're like, whoa. It's like, is that how the Spanish fight? Are they like, you want to go, bro? All right, let me get my gold pants and my red blankie. And then we'll go at it.
You have some real problems with some of Spanish culture, is what you're saying.
I love it.
How do you feel about tapas?
Tapas, you know, it's like tapas are great. You know, but I like larger portions. I like larger portions. Paella, by the way, this whole show is about Spain. Paella, it's like they took all the disgusting things from the ocean, they dumped it in a bowl of rice. That's gross.
Delicious.
That's
delicious,
great.
Delicious. Now, back here in the States,
Yes.
You're known for having a problem or two with some of the trends in our culture.
Yes.
Anything bothering you right now?
Well, the world's ending. But I would say, generally, there's an overall misuse of the prayer hands emoji. It's just people...
Yeah. In what way?
Well, people have to settle down.
I've gotten a few recently.
Yeah, no, you'll get a text from someone and they'll say, see you at dinner, prayer hands. And you're like, no prayer. Are you not going to make it? Wait, are you praying for me? Are you suggesting we eat hands? What are you saying? And it's also, it's like the prayer hands indicates that they're praying for you. It's like, so you're praying for me, but you're too lazy to type out, I'm praying for you? I'm just calling it out.
Yeah.
This is some of the edgy stuff I deal with.
I'm praying for you, by the way, I always thought has got a slightly hostile vibe to it.
Yeah.
It's like, you're like, I'll pray for you.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Is that what you think?
Yeah, it's kind of like bless her heart, you know? It's like she's a mess.
Yeah, exactly. Bless her heart, because she has no organ up here.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah. Now, we talked to this, not the last time, but one of the times you were on here, your lovely wife and writing partner, Jeannie,
Yes.
had a brain tumor, but she had that removed. She's all fine now.
She's fine. I mean, well, she's like, you know, you can't have like a pear-shaped tumor removed and go back to 100%, but her 90% is like me at 150. You know what I mean? So she's that impressive, and you know, as you know, Jeannie and I, we do everything together. We've written 2 books together, and of course she gets done, you know, surviving a brain tumor, and she decides to write a book about it. And at one point I was like, do you want me to help? And she was like, no, not really. So it's like my writing partner essentially fired me. But you know, it is a very personal story, and it's a great book, so I look forward to that coming out.
We've talked about this before. You have a certain level of religiosity. You know, you don't bang a drum about it, but they still let you go to church.
They still, yeah. I mean, I always, every time I walk in church, I feel like someone is going to stop me and go, we've discovered you're a monster, you can't come in. But I am trying, you know. It's always, this is the only show in America where it turns to like, what about your faith, Jim? Which is, and by the way, I love it. But it's like, not that I was ever cool, but it's like at a certain point, it's like, hey, I know Jim's fat and old and has 5 kids, but I do want you to know he's a religious freak too. But you know what?
Well, it's wonderful that Jeannie is okay, but I was wondering, did that change your view of God or your sense of religiosity or your approach to that when your wife, you're the woman you love most in the world, went through this harrowing ordeal?
Well, there's so many, you know, there's obviously individually, my personal relationship with Jesus, which sounds crazy, but is, you know, I found a lot of comfort in that. But I would also say that our community, the Catholic community, and even most of our friends are atheists, and they were, you know, they would send messages like, hey, I'm praying for Jeannie, and I didn't want to be like, hey, but you said you were an atheist. Do you know what I mean? So there was something...
I'm praying to nothingness.
Yeah, there is something, the comfort of that community, you know, our community was very supportive, and I would say that, but my wife is, you know, she's the spiritual leader that I really follow, you know, and so...
She's your pope?
She's my pope. But yeah, no, she talks about her faith a lot in the book, and I just get nervous, and which is why you bring it up.
What do you mean you get nervous?
I get nervous because it's, you know, it's imperfect, my faith, you know.
Oh, unlike mine, which is...
No, well, you know what I mean? Well, I think that
solid gold, baby.
No, but I think that people assume, like, he admitted he believed in God, so he has to be perfect. And that's not the case. You know, I need to believe that there is some greater power that is forgiving me for being the monster I am.
We have to take a break, but we're right back with more Jim Gaffigan. You'll see him like you've never seen him before. It's quite disturbing.